So we finally have a sunny, clear day here in the UK, so that can only mean one thing. That's right, we have another cigar video. I'm going to actually be doing a follow-on video to one of the previous cigar videos that I've done, which was called Cigar Myths Debunked, but I thought as a little bit of fun today, we'd actually go through some of the expertise that people have been trying to school me on in the comments. Today's smoke of the day is the Flor de Silva, and it's in the siesta size, which is basically the equivalent, I think, of a Robusto, and it's a Honduran smoke. It's one that I've smoked for a few months now. I've bought quite a few of them since one of my recent tax-free purchases. It's a light to medium bodied smoke. It's nothing really to write home about, but I do have quite a big pack that I need to go through, and it's a good 30-minute smoke, so it'll be perfect for today's video. So I'm just going to remove the cap here right now, and we are just going to toast the foot right here. Okay, so let's get started with number one of these 5 cigar myths that have been inspired by the comments section. And this is that your teeth will be so yellow. This just makes me laugh because I'm not just trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I have pretty nice teeth. I spend a lot of time and a lot of money maintaining my teeth. So there is no way in hell that I would allow my teeth to go crusty. Yes, I may smoke the odd cigar, but do you think I smoke literally every single day? I know Instagram stories may make it seem that way, social media as a whole may make it seem that way, but you realize you are seeing 1% of my life. I'm not denying the fact that there are people that can get, gum cancer and whatnot, and throat cancer if you do smoke them regularly, but I don't do that because I've been educated on the process. In fact, I would dare say that my teeth, as they currently are, with a cigar in my hand, are better than the majority, 90% of the population. People who drink teas and coffees and eat lots of sugary foods and eat sweets, for example, are more at risk of having yellow teeth than me, who smokes the odd cigar here and there. So it's a real pet peeve of mine that people think that you're going to get yellow teeth from smoking cigars, because the reality is you'd have to be smoking, chain smoking might I add, 16 probably a day, every single day, to be getting that kind of yellow teeth. And you've also probably got to not be brushing your teeth or not drinking water to rinse out. I just don't understand how people can compute and think that makes sense, especially when there are so many other substances in the world that can stain your teeth way more. You can please save all that concern for your own teeth. Now let's move on to myth number 2, and it's actually about the trusty best friend to any cigar lover, and that is the lighter. I have a jet lighter today. I also have in front of me this normal kind of basic bitch lighter, and I've also got some matches here. And why have I got these utensils? Because often the comment that I get, and it can be interchangeable between these utensils, is you're using the wrong lighter. These master keyboard warriors come on with their expertise, and they maybe have watched one video or seen one movie, and they think that's the right to light a cigar. The reality is, when it comes to lighters, so long as it's held from the appropriate distance away from the foot of the cigar so that it doesn't burn the rest of the body, and so long as you're actually getting it to toast evenly, you can pretty much use anything. And that is also largely dependent on your surroundings, so whether you're indoor or outdoor, as well as your weather conditions. So humidity, could be wind as well. And so with that in mind, for example, when I'm outside and there's a little bit of wind and maybe the foot of the cigar won't get toasted evenly or perhaps at all, I will usually go for the jet lighter. And I know it's very powerful. There is a dial on the bottom that you can tweak so that it doesn't just char grill everything and barbecue your whole cigar. If I am potentially in a situation outside or indoors by which there is little to no wind at all, then I'll go for a normal lighter. And conversely, if I'm then indoors, I will go for the matches option, because matches are, a very softer, easy way to light your cigar evenly without any of the burning that you might get on lighters. And also, if you don't have lighters around, some people don't carry them or keep them in the house, then matches are really easy to carry as well. So different options for different situations. It doesn't mean that there is a right or wrong. I'm sure some people may say that, but there are so many ways to skin a cat. So I don't understand why people feel the need to say, this is the wrong lighter, you should have this one, or therefore you are not a cigar smoker. That's like saying you can only have gin when it's paired with tonic, you can't have it with, I don't know, lemonade or ginger ale. Yes, some people might think that, but it doesn't mean that then the drink is undrinkable. Obviously, there are some basics and guidelines. Everybody enjoys smoking in different ways. There are different circumstances and different considerations depending on your surroundings and even what you have available to you. Am I not going to smoke a cigar because I don't have my jet lighter on me? No, I will borrow whatever utensil is available so long as it lights it in the appropriate way. Now let's move on to number 3, and this one is super funny to me because the audacity of people to think, let alone comment this as though they know anything about cigars, and that is, it is wrong and then disgusting to smoke cigars indoors. First of all, there are actually places in the world called cigar lounges. Who would have thought that there are designated areas indoors that have the facilities such that you are able to smoke cigars? I know, it's like we've never had indoor places to smoke before at all in any kind of capacity. Honestly, the mind boggles to think that there are people that dumb and think that I'm some sort of disgusting slob because they saw maybe a 5-second clip of me smoking indoors, which was actually a Habanos lounge in Cuba. I mean, did you even consider the fact that the cigar rollers themselves, they actually smoke while they make cigars? So why would you not be able to stretch your imagination that further, your logic, to the fact that there are places made such that you can smoke cigars indoors? There are places that have AC, there are places that have windows, there are places that have balconies, hell, there are rooftop places. Don't understand how people can be that stupid and think that I smoke where I eat and sleep or something. And even if I did, I guarantee you that the places that I smoke are 99% of the time more clean than people's homes. So people coming at me in the comments saying I'm a slob for smoking indoors, check your facts, and I guarantee you, even if I was smoking indoors, even if I was smoking in my bed, 9 times out of 10, it will be cleaner than your bedroom. Okay, let's move on to number 4. And this one is a classic that I always get, that I'm sure many people in the community get, and that is, you are promoting a horrible, destructive lifestyle. We live in a world right now where media and culture and public figures glamorize sex, drugs, alcohol, fast food, you name it. And those are infinitely worse actually in the consequences and in the statistics of death rates and incidents than smoking a cigar. And I struggle to compute how people can say cigars, which are basically for leisure, that you smoke once in a blue moon, perhaps for some people, special occasion, that can be computed to be the same, if not more harmful than those aforementioned excesses. And even sugar, for example, an ingredient that is a big part of our daily intake, and for some people, something that they eat a lot of in the form of sweets or chocolate or other junk food, that is actually, if it was discovered today, according to many reports, more addicting than some street drugs that you can get. And had it been discovered today, it should be banned. It would be like a class A substance. So I think people need to think twice before they judge cigars, before other excesses. Actually, even the leading cause of death and actual incidents in the US and the UK is heart disease, followed I think by cancers and all of that. So there is actually a big case instead to be made around obesity, around junk food, around alcohol, around actual smoking cigarettes than that of cigars. So I don't know why the haters are coming for cigars as a bad lifestyle trait. If anything, they're promoting an elegant, sophisticated lifestyle of moderation than all of the other excesses that I've mentioned. And let's not get it twisted. I'm by no means saying that cigars are healthy in every respect. That's never been something that I have, nor will say and promote here on my channel. But to then say and take that leap that because cigars have, I suppose, a little bit of nicotine in it, it's mostly stripped away. Even if people want to try and come at me with facts and whatnot, I've literally been to the cigar factories, okay? I've been to Cuba. A lot of the nicotine is stripped out. So it is less addicting than cigarettes, for example, and yet somehow that is glamorized and that is okay in culture. That's okay to have young people aspire to, compared to cigars, which are more elegant, they are sophisticated, they are smoked really seldom, to be honest, in comparison. I mean, literally an excess of anything can be bad for you, including things like oxygen. You can literally die of oxygen poisoning if you get too much. It's like a psychedelic as well. There's literally nothing in this world that you cannot die from if you have excess from. So this can literally apply to anything. But not only that, you would have to try very hard to get yourself addicted to cigars in the first place. I mean, you'd have to smoke like 10 or 20 a day. And it's something that honestly, I personally can put down very easily. I can go for months without them. But overall, I have a pretty good and healthy lifestyle. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do really anything apart from look after my dog right now and hang out with my friends. And everybody has their little vice or their little thing. Instead of an evening tipple, I choose to every other week or so have a cigar. So to say that I am promoting a disgusting lifestyle, I think I am fitter and healthier than 99% of the population. And I don't say that lightly. I do martial arts, I can do yoga, I do the splits, for example. I have very good flexibility and mobility training as well. I can do pistol squats, body weight squats, I can do pull-ups. It's always the health professionals on the internet that speak up with their expertise, the keyboard warriors out there. I'd love to know what you are doing. I'd love to go toe-to-toe with you in a physical exam, because I know for a fact that even with a cigar in hand, I will beat your ass blindfolded. And then the last myth, number 5, that I'd like to debunk right in this video is that I'll be dead before I finish my collection of cigars. They are so unhealthy, and I am such a destructive human being that I won't live past 35 or 40 if I'm lucky. I'm pretty sure I'm healthier again than 99% of the population. And as it pertains to having a cigar collection, well, first of all, it is a collection. So I don't necessarily intend on smoking them all at once, because I collect cigars as some people collect watches or fancy cars or even, handbags as well. Of course, we will enjoy them at some point, but we season our humidors, so we don't intend to smoke all of them at once. Some of them we've had for a year, 2 years now. Others we will then, share with friends and family. I mean, what do people think that I'm doing? Puffing all of my cigars at once like Thomas the Tank Engine or something? Use your brains here. I mean, even if I had a collection of 100 shared between my partner and I, and also imagining that even if I was to smoke one every other week, I would only have enough for just over a year, almost a year and a half. And again, I must stress, I am not inhaling the cigar, I am not chain smoking cigars. It's the odd one, and it's over a labored period of time. I am in very much control of my health and my lifestyle, and it's pretty healthy overall. And even if I have the odd cigar, it's still not anything compared to people's sugar intake, alcohol intake, other drug intakes. And I suppose finally, which is the weirdest thing of them all, like I don't feel like I actually have to explain myself, because it's actually none of your business. Whatever I do with my collection, it's my money, it's my choice. I think there's an old adage, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I thought we used to have that in our culture, but clearly not. Everybody's got something to say, everyone's victimized, everyone's hurt, everybody's got a truth, right? Their own version of truth. Take care of yourself before criticizing others. I'm pretty sure people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. But look, I get it. I put these videos online, expect to have the love and also the hate. But I will say I am met with overwhelming love and support as it pertains to this topic on my channel. I know a lot of you enjoy the content here. And with all that being said, I will thank you all for watching this video and for sticking by me, and I will catch you in my next one.